Thanks for sending the roses. Thank you for that. Hello, we are live here on the YouTube. Complex Rat says vibing. I like that you're vibing with me, man, on this Mando Monday. We got a good amount of people over here on TikTok doing the same thing, just vibing with the Mandalorian, and I absolutely love it, man. So thank you guys for being here wherever you're watching. I appreciate you just being here and hanging out. Means the world. It is Mando Monday. Mando Monday, guys. So I figured it'd be kind of fun to, do a thing where we look at like Mandalorian history, some fun stuff with that today, and we're also going to do a little bit of Q&A. So before we get started, let me go ahead and jump into a few captions really quick. As you guys know, I am partnered with Save Neo. They sent me 2 sabers. I'm just pulling out one right now, but I'm partnered with them. As you guys can see, this is one of my favorites. This is my beauty right here, dude. I love this one. It's a golden hilt. It reminds me of like Leia's almost. But let me turn that on. Cool beans. Look at that. Look at that. Gorgeous, man. Gorgeous. So if you guys want to get one of these sabers in your hands, couple things. There's a couple ways you can get one of these in your hands. Use my coupon code Mandalorian at checkout if you're thinking about purchasing through Save Neo. So use my coupon code. Definitely helps me out, and it gets you a saber in your hands. Right now, I think they still have some sales going on over there. So be sure to go and check them out. They're really cool people. New saber company. Definitely somebody I trust and recommend. So if you're somebody that's looking for a saber and you don't know where to go, I recommend checking out Save Neo. For people in TikTok, just go to my link tree. You can find the website there, and my coupon code should be listed there. Mandalorian, all caps. By the way, TikTok, my name is still Mandalorian. That's going to change back next week. I know on YouTube, on TikTok, it says Spider-Mando. That was just for December, but it's still Mandalorian. So anyway, I feel like I have to say that just to clarify things. Your Lego minifigure is almost ready. Ooh, I can't wait to see it. That sounds cool. That sounds really cool. And I love how my daughter just walks in with her lightsaber. She hears mine. She's like, oh, it's time to battle. Because sometimes we do that at night. We really do. I'm that kind of dad, man. Oh, I followed you on TikTok. Thanks, Complex Rat. I appreciate it, man. Like a bantha, right? I love that. That's my new Boba Fett, impersonation. It looks different in YouTube. I have my light flashing on me, so the kind of reflective light with, the NeoPixel might not do it as much justice versus like when it's in darker, kind of a vibe. So yeah, I recommend playing with them when it's a little bit darker. You can see it a little bit better. Gives it more justice for sure. But yeah, the videos on YouTube, they're pretty fun on the ones I made. At least I enjoyed them. I think they turned out pretty fun, and it looks like you guys are enjoying them for the most part. Nice hat, by the way. Thanks, man. Thank you. I appreciate it. Another thing for you guys to know, memberships are live on my YouTube channel. So this is really just for, those who, if you're OG to the channel, or if you're somebody that's like, hey, I really like Mandalorian and I like your channel and I want to support you in another way, be sure to check out those memberships. There are 3 different ones, and you can choose whichever one is most fitting for you. It's no pressure from me. That's really if you're like, hey, I want to support your channel. That is another way that you can. That is another way that you can support what I do. So check through those and see which is most fitting for you. There's really no pressure to be like, hey, you have to absolutely just choose this one. I don't know what my daughter's doing. She's like looking. You're looking to get in some trouble, aren't you? She has this little smirk smile. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Anyway. So yeah, be sure to check out those. That's available, and pretty cool that I have that on the page now. Other than that, as far as other announcements go, I think that might be it. I don't think I had anything other, nothing crazy major going on. I'm like, I can't think of any other crazy announcements other than reading the High Republic. So I am reading, gosh, what is it? What am I reading? What am I reading right now? What is it called? Fallen Star. I'm like, man, my brain, where are you? Listen to me. Yes, I'm reading Fallen Star, and I'm absolutely enjoying it, man. It's really cool. If you guys have been following, if you started off with Light of the Jedi, you've been reading, from that point up to now, I think, what is this, phase 3 of High Republic books that we're going into, especially going into like February with Daniel Jose Older's new book coming out then. It's been quite a journey, and I hear that this one that I'm reading now has got some crazy moments, some heartbreaking moments. So I'm really looking forward to it. So far, it's really got my attention grasped, and you start to see some things continue with certain characters, some development and other things that continue to happen. I'm trying not to spoil anything. So if you guys have read it, you know, it's really good, man. So definitely don't sleep on High Republic. Hi, how was your day? My day's going great. Thanks for asking. I will never be on your bounty list as a Nexus being. I am untouchable. All right. Hey man, how's it going? Thanks for tuning in. I'm live here on YouTube and live on the TikTok. Complex Rat says Putin what? What? And Vladimir. Oh, Putin. I see. That's what you're commenting. What's up, man? Hi. Thanks for tuning in. So what I want to do today, what I would like to do today is look at some Mandalorian history. There's a video that I thought would be really cool to watch. I've done some videos before as well. I mean, you guys can check them out on the channel where I've just done things kind of talking about the history and culture of Mandalorians. There are other videos that are out there that have been out that I think are really fun, and it would be kind of fun to watch the stream. So that's what we're going to do today. Just to kind of get brushed up on Mandalorian history and not just Din Djarin, you know, specifically, but I'm talking about the culture of Mandalorians and kind of looking at, you know, where they come from and what does the symbolism mean and all these different things. I thought that would be kind of fun. So if you guys are down, that's what we're going to do in today's stream here on the YouTube side of things. And hey, what's up, Bad Recaps? Good to see you, my friend. I hope you're doing well. I don't know how to say that person's name. Angelito.vm. Hello. I have a Grogu with me right now. Nice. I love that you have your Grogu with you right now. If watching me makes you feel like you need to hold Grogu, then I'm doing the right thing, man. I'm doing the right thing. So good job. You too excited for this? Yes, me too. Yeah, oh my god. Let me close my office door. There we go. My child is going crazy. Hey, Erica, I see you. What's up, girl? Always sneaking in. You're that person that slides into the DMs, right? She just slides into the live stream. Like, hey man, what's up? I'm here. I'm ready to talk Star Wars. Let's do it. Glad you're here, my friend. Glad you're here. Agent Omega, or is that Omega 4? Thanks for tuning in. And hi to everyone else tuning in. So again, I post a lot of fun stuff on TikTok, like always. I post like the freaking maniac. So be sure to go and check those videos out today. Those were really fun. And I just had I have 2 videos that came out today on YouTube. One was like at 11:45. I think that was about, that was the vlog. That was vlog number 2. Oh my gosh, guys, go and check that out. That's up. So I started a new vlog series here on YouTube. It is Dadalorian, the Dadalorian vlog number 2. So go and check that out. The first one came out last week, and the new one came out today, like at 11:45. So go and check that out. It's kind of fun, just giving you guys like a behind the scenes thing of like how I do TikTok. You know, I think that was just fun. So that's the vlog series, and the second episode is out now. And then I think just now, like at 1 o'clock, what was the video that came out? It was something. I don't know what it is. All I remember is the time. I'm so horrible. I should know what my content is. But, you know, I film so much sometimes that I'm like, it just, you know, leaves my mind where I'm like, yeah, I have no idea until I look at the channel. Like, oh, yeah, I forgot I did that video. So there's something else that's out on the channel. Be sure to go and check it out. Give it some love. And leave some comments and likes and stuff. I thought I could get past you this time. Never, my friend. Favorite Star Wars movie for the original trilogy? Return of the Jedi. I love Return of the Jedi. I've talked about it so much before, but yes, that is one of my favorites for the original trilogy. I love the fact that Luke is so different from compared to how we seen him last, you know, in like the, you know, previous films. He's just, you know, completely transformed. Hi, Mando. I have PJs with Grogu in it. Nice. Okay. Who are the 4 characters on your what? What are you talking about? 4 characters? Are you talking about like right here, like right there, Or I don't know where you're looking at. Are you talking about right here? That's the Ninja Turtles. I have a poster of the Ninja Turtles. I actually got that at a thrift store. It's really badass. And if you're talking about up there, that's the Spidey friends. You know, I know it's Disney XD, but it still slaps. The theme goes hard, and the toys were on sale, so I bought them. Okay, now that that's out of the way, guys. Hey, bro, not the biggest Star Wars fan, but who are the 4 characters on your YouTube cover art? Before clicking the video. Oh, got you. All of that. Well, all of those characters they're literally all me. It's just blurred. So the image that you guys see it's literally just, you know, me. One of the picture is it's like a collage that I made from my channel art, which I hope you guys dig, by the way. But it's literally just me, like one with like my lightsaber. I'm holding a purple lightsaber, and then in the middle you have me in my Mando gear, you know, with my helmet. And I'm also, you know, I do Spider-Man cosplay stuff every now and then, so you see that there. But the whole image is just blurred. That's all it is. So it's all me. It's all me. All those crazy characters on my channel art. Hi, I'm new. Please, can I get a shout out? Hi, Jake. Thanks for tuning in, man. Thanks for being here. Complex Rat is back. Welcome back, man. All right, so let's do this, man. We need to scroll. I'm gonna move TikTok right here just for a second. So I am looking for a video. I gotta go to my history. There it is. Oh my god, you know, it's so funny, like being a parent. I'm looking through the history of things I've watched on YouTube, and it's like Tiny Cakes, Baby Shark. It's just everything I've watched with my daughter, man. It's it's pretty hilarious. I'm like, I don't watch this stuff by myself. That's the excuse, right? That's what we all say. Okay. I think this is the right video. Yeah, it is. It is. Okay. Cool. So, or are those Mandos? What? And space lizards can fly now. What are you talking about? What space lizards? Are you talking about like a Trandoshans? Like maybe if they have jetpacks? I don't know what you guys are talking about. Space lizards. What? Okay, so I'm gonna turn the music down just a tad because I don't want it like being super crazy. I turned it down all the way. My bad. Okay, so I'm gonna share my screen on YouTube, and we're gonna get this party started. Right? Boom. Okay, so, and again, this is by Looper. I like that name. So we're gonna watch this video. You know what I can do? You know what I can do? You know what I should do? I should share my screen. I should go grab my tripod. That way my TikTok people can see what I'm seeing, and they're not like, "What the hell are you doing?" So maybe I should do that. Maybe. Or no, actually that wouldn't work. Never mind, because yeah, the whole setup would be weird. So here's what we can do, guys. If you guys want to see what I'm seeing, you guys are more than welcome to watch on YouTube. Other than that, you're more than welcome to, you know, I'll be chatting in between here, you know, because I have ADD and I'll be bouncing back and forth. So feel free to ask questions. You're fine. You can watch wherever you want to watch. It's cool by me. Let me make sure that I share the audio because I don't know if I did. And actually, I don't think. Yeah, it is. We're good. Okay. Let's play this thing.
The saga of the planet Mandalore is spread across 90s comic book series, Tales of the Jedi, the animated series, The Clone Wars, and Star Wars Rebels,
so this is about
and the live-action series, The Mandalorian.
Mandalore.
Here is the history of Mandalore explained.
History of Mandalore.
After the runaway success of the original Star Wars in 1977, the future was wide open for sequel The Empire Strikes Back. Among the many abandoned concepts for the second part of the original trilogy was an army of Imperial super troopers, armored badasses from the Mandalore system.
What's up, Shark Boy?
As conceived by George Lucas and designed by visual effects supervisor Joe Johnston and concept artist Ralph McQuarrie, The Super
Yeah, I
Troopers
told
would
you
have an
guys,
ancient
he was-
grudge against the Jedi and an array of weapons integrated into their suits to combat them.
Boba Fett was
These
the,
concepts would end
you know,
up
original
forming the
thing that
basis
started
of
it.
Mandalorians as we know them much later. But at the time,
There would be
the
no
budget simply
Mandalorians
didn't
without
exist to
Boba Fett.
manufacture dozens,
Facts.
if not hundreds of these new costumes, which were much more intricate than the Stormtrooper outfits created for the first film. The idea of Super Troopers was scrapped, but the design was
Was I a
undeniably
world of
great,
wheels
and a
few
new
days ago?
individual
No.
character was conceived to wear it,
What in the world
the
is that?
bounty hunter Boba Fett. The costume was given some color and some wear to it to give it a sense of history, and to distinguish it from proper Imperial attire. Like Sith or Palpatine, the words Mandalore and Mandalorian are never uttered in the original trilogy, but fans came to know it and associate it with the armor through the wealth of ancillary material released about the film universe throughout the 1980s and
Thanks
90s.
for being here.
You may take Captain Solo to Jabba the Hutt
Learning
after
about
I have Skywalker.
Mandalore history.
He's no good to me dead.
The fact that Boba Fett
and
says and
Q&A
does
after
very
this.
little in his first two film appearances did nothing to dampen fan enthusiasm to learn more about him and the origin of his slick armor. The original Star Wars expanded universe comprised
I
of
wanna read
novels,
that.
comics,
Has anyone here
video
read
games,
Bloodlines?
and tabletop RPG
Let me know if you
sourcebooks
read Bloodlines.
published between
I have not
1978 and
read
2014, offered an enormous amount of information about the bounty
I know it's
hunter
legends
and the
and stuff.
culture from which he hails, the Mandalorians. Their homeworld of Mandalore became the setting of many stories and home to an army of characters wearing variations on the
going
beloved
good,
costume
501st.
design. Mandalore is
It's
established
Mando
to be a
Monday,
planet
man.
on the outer rim of the galaxy, and the namesake of an entire sector of space. A temperate Earth-like world, Mandalore is notable for being the exclusive home of a near-indestructible metal called Beskar, from
makes me
which its
think for
resident
season
warrior
3, I'm
culture
sure.
constructs their armor.
I'm
The
very sure
Mandalorian
we're gonna-
religion
It
demands
only makes
war and
sense if we go
conquest,
to
and
Mandalore,
Mandalore
whatever.
becomes the seat of an expanding empire during the Old Republic era, thousands of years before the Skywalker saga. This leads to war against the Sith, the
Mando.
Jedi,
Hi,
the
Mando.
Republic,
What's up?
and frequently
Thanks for
themselves,
tuning in.
as
Mando,
Mandalore
Mando.
lacks a
Hi,
central
Mando.
government.
What are you doing,
In the
Mando?
year 738 BBY, the
love all
Jedi
the
and
voices.
Republic resolved to preempt the threat of Mandalorian expansion by bombarding their core worlds,
Good old Mando
including
Monday.
Mandalore itself. The Mandalorian excision leaves their empire in ruins. By the time of the Clone Wars, the surface of Mandalore is a barren
Yeah, the
desert.
Empire
Its
did
remaining
Mandalore
cities are
dirty,
housed
man.
beneath
They really
giant
did.
domes, and
They really
generations
did.
of resentment still exist between the Mandalorians and the Jedi. However, this may not have always been the case, as at least one Mandalorian served the Jedi Order 1,000 years ago, around the height of the Old Republic. The
What is
Mandalorian
that?
Jedi named
I don't
Tar
remember that
Vizsla
animation.
invents a unique
What is that
lightsaber
from?
called the Darksaber that becomes a legendary totem, a sort of Mandalorian Excalibur. After Tar
by the way,
Vizsla's
my
death,
YouTube
the
channel is
Darksaber is
Mandalorian,
entombed at the
just check
Jedi
my
Temple
link tree
on
and
Coruscant,
TikTok.
but is later liberated by his descendants and returned to Mandalore, where for generations its wielder commands the
Or
respect
you can
of
watch
all
it
Mandalorian
bounce
clans.
back and forth.
The blade is either passed down through inheritance or won through single combat. While there is only one Darksaber, traditional armor is also built specifically to mimic or counter the abilities of the Jedi. Its repulsors mimic a force push, while its flamethrower is difficult for Jedi to parry with a lightsaber. The Beskar used to create
That's
this
really
armor
based off
is,
of the
likewise,
history for
passed down and recast
Mando
across
armor, so
generations.
You know,
A generation
counter
before the
that
Clone
of
Wars break out
Jedi
across the galaxy,
capabilities,
Mandalore is wrenched
you know.
by a civil war of its own, devastating the population. When the war is over, a peace movement builds momentum across the planet, leading to the birth of a new
better get
pacifist
some
government.
flashbacks
Mandalorians who
in,
still wish to follow their warrior
the new
tradition
show. I feel
are
like that
exiled
just-
from the planet to its moon, Concordia,
have to do
where
that.
they rally behind the Darksaber and form a rogue fighting force called Death Watch. The pacifist New Mandalorians are led by Duchess Satine Kryze and appointed Prime Minister Olmec, whose reforms reshape Mandalore into a society more closely resembling that of peaceful and prosperous worlds in the core of the Galactic Republic. When war breaks out between the Republic and the Confederacy of Independent Systems, Satine insists that Mandalore remain neutral and becomes the
This
leader
is
of the
definitely one of my
Council of
favorite
Neutral
arcs in,
Systems.
As
in
the
Clone Wars,
designated
for
regent
sure.
of
Love this
1,500
arc
systems,
about,
I speak for
Mandalore.
thousands of worlds that have urged me to allow them to stay neutral in
Hello,
this war.
hello.
This decision allows the new Mandalorians to remain pacifist, but it also ends up costing them in other
Yeah, man,
ways,
Clone
as
Wars
it strains
lore
their
is-
diplomatic relationship with the Republic
There's
nearly
a
to
lot
its
there
breaking
that's just
point.
enjoyable.
And both
I've
sides in
even
the
caught
Clone
myself
Wars bar
rewatching some of-
Mandalorians from using their
some
space
Clone
lanes for
Wars and
trade.
Rebels
The public is
recently,
forced to rely on an expensive black market for goods,
certain,
a practice
you know,
for which
arcs.
Prime Minister
There's some
Olmec
good
is
stuff
eventually
there.
arrested.
You told us what you want,
God damn it, there's an ad.
and we built it for you. Editor X, the advanced website creation
I
platform.
don't want to watch the ad,
Harness
man.
the-
and removed from office. The Death Watch's leader, Pre Vizsla, sees the new pacifist Mandalore as weak and disgraceful, and seeks a way to return to the homeworld and
Voiced by
seize
John
power.
Favreau.
However, Death Watch's ranks are thin, and Satine is a popular leader.
where's
Vizsla finds an
my
ally in
mods at?
Count Dooku, leader of the Coalition of
Mods,
Independent
take care of this
Systems,
in the
and they
chat.
hatch a plot to turn the public against Satine and open the door for his triumphant return to Mandalore. Dooku and Vizsla arrange a bombing on Mandalore, prompting Satine and visiting Jedi Obi-Wan Kenobi to investigate. They discover that Death Watch is behind the bombing and that the CIS may be involved, which prompts the Republic Senate to consider installing a military presence on Mandalore
I really
against
enjoyed
Satine's
the
will, in
politics
order to keep the
of
planet out of separatist hands.
you know?
This is all
They
part
really
of
went in.
Dooku's plan,
They
since a
really did.
Republic occupation would be enormously unpopular among the Mandalorian public. Death Watch would return to rid the planet of the invaders, throw Satine under the bus, and take charge with the full support of the people. Satine, Kenobi, Anakin Skywalker, and Padme Amidala managed to unravel this plan and dissuade the Senate from approving this invasion. After this failure, Count Dooku cuts ties with Pre Vizsla, and Death Watch retreats deeper into the Mandalorian sector. During their travels across space, Death Watch happens upon a craft carrying 2 wounded passengers. Former Sith apprentice Maul and his own charge and
did the
brother
son-
Savage Opress. Like
No.
Vizsla, Maul hates the
did
Jedi
Grogu
and holds a bitter grudge against Obi-Wan
put
Kenobi.
Mando
Sensing an opportunity,
in the
Vizsla
refrigerator?
invites Maul to team up and retake Mandalore, which would provide
Grogu
Maul an
put
opportunity
Mando
to take
in the
revenge on Kenobi. Maul accepts and formulates a plan
Because he
similar
wanted
to
a cold
Dooku's,
pop.
arranged for a massive crime wave on Mandalore that is beyond Duchess Satine's Peacekeepers'
There you go.
capacity to repel,
You didn't say the
therefore
joke had to be
allowing
funny.
Death Watch
You just
to
said that
return
to
as
tell me.
conquering heroes. Pre Vizsla endorses the plan, offering Death Watch's muscle to force the galaxy's 3 biggest crime syndicates to cooperate. The scheme goes off without a hitch, as the crime wave turns the public against Satine's pacifist leadership and gives Pre Vizsla the opening he needs to clean up the mess and win their support.
Death Watch is here to save you from these intergalactic gangsters that threaten our great city.
Once he's thrown Satine in jail and taken the throne for
forgot
himself,
about that.
Vizsla attempts to
jail.
dispose of Maul and
Then he got
Opress, but
he got
finds he's
beheaded.
underestimated them. Maul always planned to consolidate the
Maul
syndicates
was
and to
pretty
use
crazy,
Mandalore as the seat of his new criminal empire,
And
and
I
to
think
him
that was
it's
one of my
Vizsla
favorite
who's
parts,
outlived his
when
usefulness.
Maul came
Maul
back.
kills Vizsla in ritual combat,
Savage,
winning the Darksaber,
seeing
leadership
him,
of
I
Death
was
Watch,
like, man,
and the
this is
Mandalorian throne. Maul keeps his newfound power a secret
I
from the
must go.
public,
Bye.
reinstalling
Complex
Golmek as his
Rat,
puppet
thanks for
Prime
being here, man. I
Minister.
appreciate you.
While
You
much
have
of
a
Death Watch
fantastic
falls in
rest of
line
your day.
behind their new leader, Pre Vizsla's Lieutenant Bo-Katan Kryze refuses to follow an outsider and leads a splinter group against Maul. Bo-Katan springs her sister Duchess Satine from prison, who in turn summons her star-crossed lover Obi-Wan Kenobi to Mandalore. This too plays into Maul's hands,
get some
as it
really
affords him
cool,
the opportunity to kill Satine
you know,
in front of
development,
Kenobi,
I would say,
simultaneously
with,
eliminating a political rival and punishing
seeing
his
her
Jedi
change,
arch-nemesis. The
quite
attempt
a
to quickly
bit.
remove Maul
From
from
this
power is
point,
unsuccessful,
onto Rebels,
and Kenobi
onto
and
the
Bo-Katan's
Mandalorian.
squad are forced to flee Mandalore. Months later, Bo-Katan convinces the Jedi Council to lend her a battalion to help her unseat Maul as ruler of Mandalore. Aided by Clone Commander Rex, ex-Jedi advisor Ahsoka
Clone Wars
Tano,
Season
and a
7,
segment
man.
of the
My
501st Legion,
was a damn
Bo-Katan's
masterpiece.
remaining loyal warriors
really
lay
was.
siege to the capital city of
It really
Sundari.
was.
They are met by Maul's Death Watch, led by Gar Saxon of House
Mando, you're the
Vizsla.
guy from
Ahsoka
Fortnite,
Tano captures
really?
Maul after a hard-fought lightsaber duel,
no
while
idea.
Bo-Katan easily takes the
not
throne
like I
room
hear it
from
every
relative
day.
pushover
Not
Olmec.
like I
With
hear
their
it every
leadership
day.
removed and their forces overwhelmed by the combined might of Bo-Katan's Mandalorians and the Republic's clones, Maul's forces surrender. The Republic names Bo-Katan the new regent of Mandalore, nominally granting the planet the self-determination they crave as they escape from under the boot of Maul's Shadow Collective. The siege of Mandalore
I really
ends
do hope,
mere
though, in the
days before the
Mandalorian
fall of the
season 3 they
Republic
show us
and its reformation into the Galactic
how
Empire,
Bo-Katan
which
lost
quickly
the
shatters any illusions of Mandalorian independence. When Bo-Katan refuses to follow Emperor Palpatine's orders, she is stripped of her regency and replaced by a new Imperial governor, Maul's former right hand, Gar Saxon. Saxon creates a new army of Mandalorian super commandos, repurposing the armor and traditions of Death Watch to serve the Empire, and to punish any Mandalorian clan that doesn't fall in line behind the New Order. One group of warriors, the Protectors, is permitted to go about their own affairs and carry on Mandalorian traditions, as long as they are in tune with Imperial interests.
Why would I fight the Empire when obviously
Commander
destroying
Fox.
you is so much easier?
When they're discovered, allowing the Rebel Alliance to use their hyperspace lanes, the entire
That'd be
clan is
interesting, huh?
wiped
How would-
out.
how would the story
Mandalore
have
also
changed,
plays host to an Imperial Academy, which not only trains
that'd be pretty
stormtroopers and
interesting, huh?
potential super commandos, but also conducts research and development for new weapons and technology. One Academy student, Sabine Wren,
Meow.
developed a weapon called the Arc Pulse Generator, which fires
wrong?
bursts of energy that seek out Beskar armor, superheating it and incinerating anyone inside, while leaving any other combatants totally untouched. Eager to prove her
Rebels is,
brilliance, Sabine builds a working prototype,
quit saying
but
it's
when she
underrated,
realizes
because
that
there's
the
a lot of
Empire might
people
actually use it
that
against
appreciate
Mandalorians,
Rebels is
she
really
destroys it and leaves Mandalore to become a
I
bounty
came onto
hunter,
Rebels
and
late in the game,
eventually
but
a leader in the Rebel
Rebels
Alliance.
is great. It really is. God damn it, another ab. Skip.
Mandalore spends nearly 2 decades tightly under Imperial rule, its once proud clans brought to heel by Gar Saxon and his super commandos. Saxon makes an example of Clan Wren after Sabine's defection. Sabine's father is imprisoned and her brother Tristan is conscripted into the super commandos in order to assure Clan Wren's cooperation.
How can you wear
Yeah, I
that
forgot
armor,
you had a
Tristan?
brother, Sabine.
How could you join them?
Yeah.
You shouldn't have come back,
He joined the,
Sabine.
like, what,
Meanwhile, Sabine herself has been fighting the
Imperial
Empire as a
Mandalorians.
member of Phoenix Squadron. During their travels, her team happens across the Darksaber, which has been missing for quite some time. Sabine learns to wield the saber as a weapon, but feels ill-suited to use it for its symbolic purpose, to rally all Mandalorians to her command. She brings the weapon back to her mother Ursa Wren's home on Cronest, in the hopes of recruiting Clan Wren into the Rebel Alliance. Gar Saxon intervenes, but he is defeated in single combat by Sabine, and then killed by Ursa before he can shoot Sabine in the back. Clan
Damn, I
Wren
forgot
begins to
about that.
openly oppose the Empire,
forgot that
which
that guy
brings other
died
clans to
by,
their aid, including Clan
that's
Kryze,
crazy.
still led by Bo-Katan. Together with Sabine's Jedi friends Ezra Bridger and Kanan Jarrus, Clans Wren and Kryze return to Mandalore and defeat a plot by its new Imperial governor, Gar's brother Tiber Saxon, to use Sabine's Arc Pulse Generator against Mandalore. After this victory, Bo-Katan accepts the Darksaber, and a number of clans pledge loyalty to her and her fight to free Mandalore from the Empire. Little is yet known about the fate of Mandalore after the start of Bo-Katan's rebellion, but it does not
there's a
appear
lot
to have
of
gone well. A
open
decade after the
space
clans
there, that's
unite
what
to
I mean,
oppose the
especially
Empire, Mandalorians have been all
where
but
they can
wiped out
explore
after an
some of
event
that,
referred to as the
showing
Great
us a little bit
Purge,
more about
during
what
which
was
the Empire
happening
slaughtered
after that
countless
point.
Mandalorians and
You know
forced the
what else.
remainder into hiding. The
What happened with
Mandalorian's
Bo-Katan,
first season reveals that a small tribe of Mandalorians live in secret on the planet Navarro, leaving their
watching
underground
it
home
live.
only one at a time in order to hide their numbers. This tribe, which
Watching it on
may be
YouTube
one
or
of many,
TikTok?
practices a much more strict
both.
form of the Mandalorian religion than that demonstrated by other Mandalorians seen to date. These Mandalorians aren't even permitted to remove their helmets except in private.
This is the way.
And this,
Further evidence of the
Children
damage to
Watch became
Mandalore and
more
its people
kind of
is the Empire's
cult.
raiding of its prized resources.
You know.
Officers of the now fallen Empire now possess large quantities of
Of
Beskar,
Mandalorians, for sure.
stolen from either fallen warriors or the planet itself, which they sell back to Mandalorians in exchange for their service as bounty hunters. As seen in the Season 1 finale, the Darksaber itself was landed in the possession of Moff Gideon. During the second season of The Mandalorian, Mando's quest to return the child to his people leads him to Trask, a watery moon where he and the child almost meet their doom before they're saved by a trio of
I hear for
Mandalorians
season
led by
3, we're gonna
Bo-Katan.
see, like,
Mando is shocked when his saviors immediately
apparently,
doff their helmets, revealing
there's supposed to
themselves to
be,
be
like,
adherents
a
of a very
lot,
different
a
sort of
good
creed,
amount of
but they're able to set
Mandalorians,
aside their disagreements long
that are
enough to make a
supposed to be
deal.
in the
If
show.
he helps them
So I'm
raid an
really,
ex-Imperial ship
curious
and
to see
steal
how that
weaponry,
plays out.
they'll put him on the right path toward a Jedi
and
who
what
can
draws-
potentially train the child.
is it the
Mando's
era
new
that
allies
brings
have
them
more in
together,
mind for the
or
raid than they're letting on, of course, as Bo-Katan reveals when she accosts the ship's commander and demands to know where Moff Gideon's holding the artifact she needs to claim her rightful place at the Mandalorian throne. But the commander kills himself before he can be forced to reveal any information. It's a disappointing setback. Although with
You know
Gideon
who I would say
hunting Mando
Star
and
Wars
Bo-Katan searching for
favorite
Gideon,
characters would
it's
be
more than
is,
likely their paths will
Beetleborgs.
cross again,
If you
and
look at
reveal more about
Beetleborgs,
the
they
history
kinda
and
look like
current fate
Mandalorians
of
almost.
Mandalore. Check out
Side
one of our
note.
newest videos right
Anyway,
here.
those
Plus, even
are-
more Looper videos about your favorite Star Wars stuff are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss
Hold
a
on,
single
I'm gonna
one.
answer your question. I'm just letting this in. Okay, that was cool. You know, that was really meant to just kind of be a refresher, which is exactly what it was. So, to answer your question, yes, those are all. I believe those Mandalorians are all kind of within Legends. I don't think one of them is Mandalore the Great. I'm pretty sure, but they're all Legends. You know, Mandalorians. So that existed before any of the, this is like, I want to say, is this Old Republic, like around the Old Republic time, or maybe even a little bit before that? You have to Google it, but I know they're around like that time frame. So, but within the line of legends. So yeah, that's who they are. They're Mandalorians, but just from like a way older Old Republic. Think around that time frame. I can't really remember like giving names to each one, but I do know if you look up, if you type in on Google like History of Mandalorians, you'll find that image, and I think there's an article that's attached to it to where you can find like a little bit, more about who they are specifically. All I know is that they're Old Republic, legends characters. No worries. No need to apologize at all. So one of the other things I wanted to talk about, since it is Mando Monday, is apparently there was a leak for Mandalorian season 3. There was a leak, boys and girls, and today, of course, we're gonna talk about it because that's what we do. This is a Star Wars Mandalorian page. That's what you guys are here for. So that's what we're gonna talk about. So let me look it up. Mandalorian season 3 leak, Boba Fett. This was like all in an interview, and I'm trying to see if I can find the damn interview. It should be somewhere. Yeah, there it is. There it is. Who is this? Star Wars. Oh, that's Star Wars Mag. Here, you know what? Let me go here. The book of Boba Fett cast tease Mandalorian season 3. Let me see. Is that it? I think this might be it. Maybe. I don't know. Interesting. Hold on. Wait, what? What? Okay, so I'm gonna read this article first because this article got my attention. I don't know if this is still connected to what I was about to share with you guys, but anyway, I'm gonna read through it. I'm gonna share with you guys. Let me share my screen so you guys can see what the hell I'm talking about. And there we go. So check this out. Mandalorian season 3 leaks tease a big time jump. Book of Boba Fett could mean we'll miss out on Grogu's childhood. What? I don't want to miss out on any. They grow up so fast, guys. They grow up so fast. It's very true. For Star Wars fans, The Mandalorian is just the beginning. Aside from animated series like The Bad Batch and Star Wars Visions, the live-action offerings are creating a universe to rival the Skywalker saga itself. I would agree with that. However, while The Mandalorian has held down the fort for 2 seasons now, we won't get season 3 until probably next year, which I predicted that. If it does come out this year, it's going to be December. You know, like close to the end of December. You know what I mean? Kind of how the Book of Boba Fett was. I've already been saying that. Already been preparing for that because Obi-Wan Kenobi is going to shatter everything else. So it's like, why would you have both of them right next to each other? We're going to need some space and time to digest Obi-Wan Kenobi. Right? Fair enough. So the next Star Wars show on the docket is the Book of Boba Fett this winter, and it could be replacing The Mandalorian in more ways than just a time slot. We're already in this, so I think this must be like maybe a month old or something like that. The gang's all here. According to leaker Jordan Mason, and later expanded on with Mason's permission by YouTube channel Kessel Run the Transmissions, not only is Din Djarin himself going to appear in the Book of Boba Fett, but beloved characters like Cobb Vanth, Greef Karga, and Migs Mayfield will make appearances as well. I definitely see Cobb Vanth for sure. I don't know about Migs Mayfield. Maybe. But it definitely makes sense for, Cobb Vanth to be there. It's totally unverified, but Kessel Run Transmissions has correctly predicted Star Wars news before. While the news of Din's appearance was exciting enough, these additional roles throw Mando's own appearance into a whole new light. While a Pedro Pascal cameo could be a fun addition to the new show, appearances from all these other characters seem to hint that there'll be more than just a quick stop by Jabba's palace on Tatooine to say hi to Boba. And if Din comes in, I really see him kind of being like a translator. You know what I mean? I've been saying that from the beginning. Like, if you guys remember, like, one of the first early trailers for the Book of Boba Fett, I was like, I know I heard Din Djarin's voice, but what he was saying didn't match up for, like, how he would be talking to Boba Fett in a conversation. So it makes sense that, you know, I know that they kind of need a protocol droid to understand, you know, different races, you know, of people and aliens that are there on Tatooine. So if for some reason, you know, Din Djarin so happens to be there, we know that he is, you know, bilingual and knows how to speak Wookiee and you know, Tusken Raider, maybe a couple other things. So, you know, that when I thought about that yeah, Din has that capability where he probably, you know, knows a few different languages. He might be translating, and what I heard in the trailer, maybe that does give life to this truth where it's like, yeah, maybe he is there to help out in some sense with Boba translating in a specific scene. You know, we'll see what happens. So, these characters playing a bigger role. Yeah. So either these characters won't be appearing in season 3 at all, or season 3 won't be picking up where season 2 left off, but sometime after the Book of Boba Fett. A time jump between Mandalorian season 2 and 3 could be just the thing the show needs, because season 2 left off with Grogu being carried off to Jedi training by Luke Skywalker. The series needs for time for Mando to realize the training he worked so hard to find for Grogu may have been a mistake. I don't know. I think Grogu's going to be fine. Everyone's like, oh my God, Kylo Ren's going to slaughter him. No, relax. I think here's the thing. Everyone keeps missing, like, if Ben is even alive and born right now, he's just a little baby. You know what I mean? Like, we are nowhere yet at that point of the time of, you know, the you know, sequel trilogy. So I think Grogu's only going to be with Luke Skywalker for however long he needs to, you know, master his capabilities. And then at that point, Grogu's going to be like, cool, I'm going to go see my dad now. Bye, Luke. You know, well, at least that's my predictions. And Grogu's a moneymaker. Do you think they're going to kill their moneymaker? No way. There's no way, man. In that between time, Din could help Boba Fett from a new empire on Tatooine along with his friends. This would not only fill in a gap in the Mandalorian timeline, but entice fans of the Mandalorian to tune in for the new spin-off as well. With so many of the same characters there, it's bound to be similar. Inverse Analysis says, this leak seems to confirm a major question surrounding the Star Wars live-action universe. It looks like the mini shows Lucasfilm will be releasing in the coming years will feed into each other to create a shared universe, possibly leading to some epic crossovers. We've already heard that, so we know that. And in case you guys didn't know this, I'm telling you again. Now, this is something that's already been talked about. We already know this. The Mandalorian, the Book of Boba Fett, possibly the Rangers of the New Republic. From what I heard, it was shelved. I don't know if they're still going forth with it and replacing the lead character, because Cara Dune was supposed to be, you know, leading that show. Obviously, you know, everything that happened with Gina Carano doesn't look like that's going to happen anymore. So I don't know if they're still continuing with Rangers of the New Republic, but I know Rangers of the New Republic plus Ahsoka, all of these shows are supposed to have some cinematic crossover. So, you know, keep that in mind for, like, not necessarily conclusion, but it's supposed to be this big cinematic crossover that's supposed to happen with all of these shows at some point in the near future. So we do know that that's a thing that's going to happen. How it will play out, I mean, we just got to keep watching. But that alone is something, you know, that we can keep in the back of our heads. It's like, yo, all of this is leading to something bigger, and that just gets me pumped, man. I'm so excited to see, like, how everything, you know, comes together in a sense, you know. So it would make sense. It would make sense that The Mandalorian season 3, in that sense, would obviously take place after the Book of Boba Fett, where there would be this time jump, you know. And I feel like that would make sense. You know, it wouldn't feel right to be like, all right, we're gonna pick up right where we left off in season 2. I feel like, yeah, you know, just show us what's been going on since then, you know. And it makes sense to kind of have that time jump. And that also means maybe the next time we see Grogu, he might be a little bit different from when we seen him last. In terms of his capability, his age, will he be talking now? Will he be saying things backwards like Master Yoda? I don't know. So we'll find out. So it's actually quite different from the model Disney Plus seems to be using for its Marvel TV shows, as WandaVision and Falcon and the Winter Soldier don't seem to be connected at all with one another, aside from being the puzzle pieces in the much bigger MCU tapestry. Here in the Disney Plus era of Star Wars, it all seems to be building towards, one collective point, which is super exciting. I think that's really cool, man. So you guys let me know what you think about that. I mean, I think it's going to be really cool. This is something I've known for a while, that this is all leading towards this bigger climactic event. So I'm really excited for it. He's on to something, guys. Yes, I have a theory that with all of these shows that happened, episodes 7 through 9 never happened. Episodes 7 through 9. Oh, you're talking about like the sequel trilogy? No, I don't think they're. So one thing I can guarantee you is that they're not retconning the sequel trilogy. At least I'm pretty sure they're not. Like, I don't think they would do that. What's done is done. It's out there. I think the best thing you can do is move forward. And if anything, you can count on this for sure. Especially with Dave Filoni being there and being involved in the way that he is. I feel that, and I've said this before, I feel like the Mandalorian is almost the Clone Wars of the sequel trilogy. If that makes sense. How Clone Wars, kind of came in after the prequels, and it kind of filled in the gaps of like, oh, okay, this makes sense. This is why this happened. This is where these characters were. You know what I mean? I feel like the Mandalorian and everything that's going on with Star Wars Disney Plus era is that, for the sequel trilogy, where it's like, okay, we're going to show you exactly what happened during this time frame that led up to this point, why this character sort of made this decision, so on and so forth. Not to say that it has to explain itself, but I'm just saying, in my perspective, just me as an individual, I feel like the Mandalorian has that role almost, where it feels like, hey, this is a project that really shows you what happened in this period of time that's kind of untouched, and kind of explores that and kind of shows you like, hey, this is what was going on with certain characters that led up to certain events, if that makes sense. So that's my perspective on it. Now there is one thing I wanted to show you guys. The Book of Boba Fett cast tease Endo season 3. There's a video, man. There's a video, and I'm trying to find it. Hopefully I can find it. I'm like, dude, I know it's got to be in here somewhere. Mingna Wen and Tamara Morrison interview. Maybe that's what it is. I found it. Okay. I got so excited. Okay. So let me share this with you guys. Let me turn the music down just a tad. Okay. So here's the interview. Let's watch this. I have not seen this, so I'm kind of like blind reacting to it in a sense. So
Boba Fett.
Oh no.
Hey guys, how are you doing?
What up? How you doing?
Yeah,
We could have dressed up. Look at us. Yes, I know. You actually look like you just walked out of the Oscars.
Amar, what's up,
Wow.
man? Thanks for tuning in.
And I look like I walked out of the bedroom. Yeah, I am sorry. So, Ming, I'm gonna start.
Apparently,
with you.
there's something that's said.
I can imagine whenever
They
you're
kind of leaked
cast
something
in a
out, so
universe that
let's
is so
watch
close
this.
to your
I
heart,
haven't seen it all
and I
the
know
way
that
through
Star
at
Wars
all,
is very
so
close to your heart.
I've
That
seen
this
a
can add
glimpse of
some
it.
extra pressure on you as an artist. Because of course this is a project you don't want to fuck up, and I was wondering, how did you make sure that you don't allow that extra pressure to make you lose confidence in yourself and your acting skills?
It's almost like being a stage actor, where you're nervous, you get the stage fright, you get the rush of adrenaline right before you get on stage.
There's a lot of
and then
responsibility
once you're
being
on
in Star
stage,
Wars for sure.
everything falls by the
I can only
wayside and you
imagine.
just focus on the work. And for me, this was exactly that. I mean, I would geek out. I would freak out whenever I
Vladimir,
saw
what's
all
up,
the
man?
amazing sets and the toys and the people that I got to work with. Tim, for one, you know, Robert Rodriguez, Jon Favreau, Dave Filoni, Dean
Yeah, I keep
Quindy,
forgetting
you
Robert
know,
Rodriguez is the one
so
that
many
directed this. That's so
incredible
cool.
talents, but you just have
He
to
freaking
focus
killed
on
that
the
episode
work, and
in
you have
season
to be
2
a
of Mando.
professional.
When
And
Boba
that
showed
was
up,
the
I love
only
that.
way I
One of my
got
favorite
through
episodes.
the, you know, my own lack of reserve in that department. Tim will attest to it. I geek out quite a bit on set. Right, Tim?
Yeah, she's a real Star Wars geek and very professional, very humble, though. I'm very impressed with Ming Na, and I gave her a few acting lessons along the way, so she really came right. Yeah, I let her watch me and said, just watch.
I can just listen to them all
Yeah,
day.
just watch what I do, and
really
then don't do that. No.
And feel free to use whatever technique. So again,
Yes.
we just worked so well together. We had a natural rapport, and Ming's very, very humble as well. She's very humble. She knows all the names of all her crew and the people around her, and that's what it was like. We were sort of, there was no them and us sort of situation. We're the actors, you're the crew.
No.
We very much had a family atmosphere, family friendly feeling. And there was no drama or tanties or drama queens around. So it was just a fantastic work environment. Plus, we didn't have time for any drama queen situations anyway. There wasn't time with the COVID restrictions, limited time. We had to get through the day's shooting. So we all worked hard. And we had a nice spirit from the crew that really looked after us too.
Yes.
That's amazing. And also, Tam, Boba Fett is changing after having had, you know, like a near-death experience. And of course, we all change in our lives. The
you try getting swallowed by a freaking
the relationships
Sarlacc,
we have
man.
with stuff we love, admire, and hate change with time.
Of course, that would change anyone.
How much did your personal relationship with the Star Wars universe and the film business in general change and develop?
Hey, thanks for the
between
roses.
The making
Appreciate
of
it.
Attack of the Clones and the Book of Boba Fett.
Oh, that's a very big question.
Good question.
I am looking at the chat.
Look, I didn't think too much about those kinds of things. I just knew that I was Django and this Boba Fett character was the clone son. So the only thing that changed, there had been 20 years gap. I think it was the year 2000 we did Attack of the Clones. So again, I just wanted to be better. There was an opportunity that I got given again, and I've just felt honored, and big thank you to Jon Favreau, Dave Filoni for bringing me in, especially into The Mandalorian. And I started it from The Mandalorian. I just thought, hey, here's a great opportunity. Don't take this for granted. And we both got stuck in, Ming Na and myself. And I think those early episodes in the Mandalorian set up this wonderful opportunity that's being revealed now.
And it's great because Robert Rodriguez directed that episode of us
told
coming
you guys,
back.
I
in
love
Mando
that
2,
episode. It's so
you know,
good.
especially the introduction of Boba Fett as well, and it just really helped tie it in when John and Dave and Lucasfilm asked him to come back to showrun and be, you know, the.
And 501st, I'm going to get to your comments just right after this because we're going to do more Q&A stuff. I promise.
For us, it sets the tone. It sets the.
I think even Jon Favreau said one night on set, he goes, I just love this because these guys were Star Wars nuts too when they were growing up. They were kids, they were Star Wars fans. So here he is, you know, the big boys playing with the big toys now and doing it for real, and with the sets and the volume and surrounding themselves with all these incredible people. So, you know, at times you just feel like you're part of this whole waka or vessel that we're all on together working towards making a great series.
You're asking.
And it felt really good. And very good leadership, and the directing and producer became very close friends. So yeah, we're all working for one another, which was kind of cool.
Oh, damn. Is that it? Huh. I thought that there was, I thought there was more, but maybe there's not. Oh, man, they've done a few different interviews. Okay, I don't know which one is which, man. They've done a few different interviews, and it looks like it's like the same day with different people. So, I don't know. Episode 2. Tamara Morrison, Ming Na Wen promote the book of Boba Fett. Yeah, another fun story. Ming Na Wen thought she was filming another episode of Mandalorian. I don't think that one's it. Ming Na Wen thought she was filming another episode of The Mandalorian. Maybe this is it. I don't know. Nah, damn, I can't find it. There was some clip of something where it showed them like almost, spilling out something. They were talking about. I seen a bit of it, and it was like, Tamara Morrison was talking about like a ship or something, and she was telling them to be quiet because it had something to do with Mandalorian season 3. And I can't find the clip. If you guys know what I'm talking about, tag me. Post it here in the chat. But anyway, let's get to some Q&A. So my boy 501st Legion says, I have a theory that with all of these shows that happened, episode 7 through 9 never happened. Yeah, I talked about that earlier. No, I don't think they're going to retcon the show, not at all. The movies, I don't think they're going to do that. But just picking, filling in the gaps, man, that's the best thing that you can do. Because think about it, if Ezra never saved Ahsoka, the dark side would have grown. But since he saved her, we get all of these shows happening. In other conversations, I've heard that, technically Ahsoka never died. If you think about it, because of the way that time works, when you think about the world between worlds and all of that jazz, like she never died because time is like this one constant thing. Yeah, it's pretty trippy, the conversation that I had a while ago, where it was like, okay, when you think of it in that sense, and I think even Dave Filoni, don't take my word, but you can look it up. He came in and talked about that. Where's my mods? Y'all get on this. Some wacky person here in the chat. I just blocked them. And why are they here on here? Why did I pin that? I'm trying to block this person. Cool. I think I blocked him. We should be good. Perfect. Cool. Vadmir, hi. What's up? Right. I know. I blocked this person. I was like, I don't know what the heck that was. My mods, I need y'all in here. Y'all stay in here. So anyway, yeah, I think that again, the Mandalorian and all these different shows are really, it's not really about the sequels at all. If you think about it, it obviously will tie into the sequels. It will. Even Dave Filoni has said, that eventually, yes, we know that the Mandalorian is after the Return of the Jedi and it's before the Force Awakens. So eventually, things will tie into that, and it leaves things open. Like there's nothing wrong with that. The universe, the world is so much bigger than just the Skywalker saga. You know what I mean? Like that story is done. It is what it is. That time has passed. But you know what else is like really exciting is to think about, okay, in the time frame of the sequels, where is Boba Fett? Is he just like older and just the true kingpin, at that time? Where's Din Djarin? Has he retired from being, a Mandalorian bounty hunter? Did he go back to that one planet with, that one baddie and decided to retire and have kids? Who knows? What's up with Grogu? Like, where are they at in the universe? And, just because the sequel trilogy ended the way it did, and it got the reception that it did, some people like it, some people don't. That's fine. It still leaves things open to where, like, hey, the universe is bigger than just those characters. And I think that's kind of the mindset that I have is like, hey, it is what it is. Like, that story's done, but guess what? There's other people. There's other stories, other families, other things to explore outside of what we know of with the Skywalkers. Like, that it is what it is. They're not retconning that. It's done. But we can just leave it there because the universe is bigger. There's other people, other things that can be explored in future stories. You know what I mean? So that's kind of how I look at it, man. I need my mods in here. My mods, y'all stay on it. Seeing some weird people coming into my chat. Y'all smack their hands just like that. Do you think these series should have been movies? No. And let me tell you why. I absolutely enjoy the fact that we have series, man. Like, there's something that's really special about looking forward to something, every week in terms of Star Wars, content. And the amount of time that we get is longer than what it would be with a movie. You think about it, like most episodes are 35 to 40 minutes. You know what I mean? So, dude, you put two of those together, that's longer than one movie alone, right? Like if you have two episodes, about a little bit about longer, than your average movie. And if you have a season that's 6 to 7 episodes, that's a lot of time that you get to spend with the story and certain characters and seeing development happen. So no, man, I love the concept of the shows and the way they do it, where us as Star Wars fans, it gives us something to look forward to every week. Like, as you guys know, every Wednesday I'm doing watch parties. We'll stay up 1 a.m. Make sure all my TikTok people on YouTube, tomorrow night, actually, I'll be up, 1 o'clock a.m. Mountain Standard Time. We'll be live on YouTube doing a watch party for, the newest episode of the Book of Boba Fett. So make sure you guys come subscribe. I'm live over here on YouTube now, so if you want to come subscribe, come say hi, make sure you do that so you don't miss out on the watch party tomorrow, which would be really fun. But yeah, I think it's great that we have shows, and I wouldn't want it, any other way, because you can only do so much with like an hour and a half or 2 hour film, you know what I mean, and stuff so much into that. But if you have a season or 2 seasons or an ongoing series, then and I'm still mind blown about the Book of Boba Fett. Like, guys, think about it. Think of how much time we are able to spend with Boba Fett. And I want to touch on that right now too, because I've seen a lot of people like, oh man, he's not, I get the fact he's calling himself a crime lord. So I think at some point, yes, we needs to live up to that. And I think we're inching to that. But you also have to remember, this is a character that didn't do much of anything in the original trilogy. You know what I mean? So like now we get to take our time and really get a little more development with this character. You give that a few episodes and then it's like, okay, now let's give the people what they really want. Now let's show you why he's this badass bad guy that we love so much. This bounty hunter. He, technically doesn't really call himself a bounty hunter anymore. He's not really someone that's a killer for hire. He is the boss. So there's this transition that's happened, and I really dig that. So I really love the fact. Again, guys, it's just mind blowing to think like how much time we are able to spend with Boba Fett. This is a character, again, that for years people have been speculating and wanting to see come back, and now that it's officially happened in canon, it's just mind-blowing. It really is. It's really cool, man. And I am still in awe every week. You know what I mean? Like, every Wednesday is such a surprise and gift where it's like, holy crap, like I'm watching a Boba Fett show. Like, this is crazy. So I wouldn't have it any other way, man. I love the fact that we have series versus films right now. You get more time and you have something to look forward to every week. That's just me. I hope there is going to be a season 3. Well, for the Mandalorian, yes, there will definitely be a season 3. I think for us, just definitely kind of expected like next year. I don't think, if anything, we may get a trailer this like later towards the end of this year, or you may get the first episode like in December of this year. But yeah, definitely expect Mando season 3 to be coming out like 2023, like to watch the entirety of the season. Ongoing. Yeah, definitely for sure next year. Because I mean, we got Obi-Wan Kenobi this year, man. Right now we're in the Book of Boba Fett. Then we got Obi-Wan Kenobi, possibly Bad Batch season 2. So there's a lot that's on the plate for this year alone. So for Mando, yeah, I think we I'm fine with having a little more time, because there's still enough stuff happening to kind of keep us appetized. In the midst of waiting for season 3. So definitely next year for sure, man. It's amazing to see a person who should have died have a backstory. Yeah, man. I mean, there's in Legends, Book of Boba, the Book of Boba Fett. In Legends, Boba Fett himself, did survive. How he came back, there were some similarities, but slightly differently. I think in Legends, wasn't it Dengar that helped him get out of the Sarlacc pit? So he in different versions, he's always come back at some point. It's just we've been waiting so long in canon for that to be made official, and we finally got word of that in the Mandalorian. Obviously, in season 1 that was hinted at, like, oh shit, Boba Fett is back. So it's just cool to see, like, and again, man, it's just one of those mind-blowing things for me that we have a show for Boba Fett. And I'm bringing up my buddy's name. He's on TikTok, Brodalorian, another guy who does some great Mandalorian cosplay. He's actually got some badass, Boba Fett cosplay that he recently made as well. So be sure to go and check it out. But one of the conversations we had a while ago when I brought him and my buddy Dak DeJaren and Milano Pilot, I think he changed his name too. But anyway, they were all on here. We're all the Mandos of TikTok. And one of the things that Brodalorian said was like, Din Djarin is an anti-hero, right? Like sometimes he does some things that are good. He has a good heart, but then sometimes he does things that are a little questionable. You know what I mean? Where, he's even said he used certain people for target practice back in the day, when he was running with Miggs Mayfield and some of the other people, So, Din Djarin, he's an anti-hero. Boba Fett is a villain. Boba Fett is a villain. That doesn't mean that villains cannot be likable. That doesn't mean that villains can't do certain things that are, they can have a moral code. But obviously, the guy's calling himself a crime lord, crime boss. He's a villain. So I do agree. I want to see that badassery played out here very soon in certain moments. I feel like in these first few episodes, it had to be a thing of like, let's show you where he's been. Let's kind of show you a little bit more of where he's going, how he's changed, and really how that's going to impact the character going forward. And again, guys, we needed that development with the character that we haven't gotten at all, before. I mean, yeah, certain moments, like if you watch Clone Wars, we got some moments with younger Boba Fett. But again, on this journey, I think you needed to be able to have those moments of, kind of viewing into his past, to kind of understand his present in a sense, So I know that badass, that villainous, moment is coming, very soon for the Book of Boba Fett. Will it be this Wednesday? I don't know. We'll see. But I'm excited to see what they do, nonetheless. Mods. Where's my mods at? Okay, I think we're good. I think we are good. I'm just checking on my chat. I thought I seen. Okay, yeah, somebody's blocked. We're good. We're good. In Legends, he escaped the Sarlacc 7 different times. Yeah. Like, wasn't there like something where like the Sarlacc? I think I learned this from Darth Chaco. Darth Chaco told me this that in Legends, I think like there was some like mental connection that he had to the Sarlacc. It got really weird from what I heard, and I was like, "What?" I'm glad they didn't go that route. I'm glad that he just escaped. It is what it is. He got himself a shower and used some cocoa butter lotion and Vaseline to get his skin all nice in that back tank, and our boy is back in business. So I'm glad to see that they did, things a little bit differently. They, right off the bat, first episode, they showed you, how you survived, which I thought was really cool. It's like, cool. You guys want to see how I survived? First episode, we get that out of the way. Let's move forward, and it's been one hell of a ride since then. So I'm excited, man, for, this Wednesday to see what we're going to get in this episode. And a lot has been revealed, with the Hutts, shit's going to go down, with those, the twins and, Black Chrysanthemum. I finally learned how to say his name. I've seen the Wookiee before, but I didn't know how to say his name. Black Chrysanthemum, that's his name. So, and I'm wondering if we're going to see other, bounty hunters like Bast and Dengar, possibly, make an appearance at the show. I think that would be kind of cool. You said, yes, the Sarlacc swallowed a Jedi with telepathic powers. He was able to talk to the Sarlacc. That's pretty bizarre to me. I'm glad that they I'm glad they didn't go that route, in the Book of Boba Fett, and they were just like, you know what? He's just gonna get out of the Sarlacc. We're not gonna do all that, telepathy crap with the Sarlacc. We'll just call it good there. Mods, where you at? He just swore. I can swear. I can swear on my own live stream, okay? It's those other weird spam accounts that I need my mods to be looking out for. We got another question by Vladimir. Do you think in season 3 we will see Mando's face? Probably. Yeah. I mean, we've already seen his face a couple times. He's broken the creed. I'm breaking the creed right now, according to TikTok. They're like, dude, you should have your helmet on all the time. You got an okay face, man, but you look better with the helmet. Like, I feel like that's what TikTok, right? Like, that's what you guys think, right? So, but yeah, I'm sure that we'll see Din Djarin's face. What I am curious about is, I think I want to see his relationship with the armorer. And, some other things kind of played out where, usually he always checks in with her and she's like, did you break the creed? Did you remove your helmet? And, I mean, he could lie, but I mean, at the same time, I feel like, would she be upset knowing that he did that all for the sake of saving and protecting the child? Or would it be a thing of like, I feel like the armorer is like this wiser, mentor friend character to Din Djarin, to where I almost wonder if a lot of his journey has her been kind of testing him to where it's like she wanted him to remove his helmet. Like, did you remove your helmet? Good. I'm glad that you did, kind of thing. You know what I mean? I don't know. It could go two different ways to where she's disappointed or like that's exactly what she wanted him to do in terms of his journey. So I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But I'm sure he'll reveal his face again because it's Pedro Pascal. We love that face. My dog started flying. What are you saying right now? So anyway, what's up? How you been today? I've been great. Yes, put the helmet on. Right. Well, if you want to see me in my helmet, I have a bunch of videos posted on TikTok. So go and watch those. Get in the comment section. Other than that, guys, I think that's pretty much it. We've had some good conversation, watched some good stuff today. A lot of stuff to be hyped for. Again, I want to remind you guys, this Wednesday watch party. Tuesday night. Sorry, so Tuesday, which is Wednesday morning, early morning, 1 a.m. I'll be live on YouTube doing a watch party for the Book of Boba Fett. So we'll play it and watch it together at the same time. It'll be great. So make sure you guys stay up. Come join me for that. It'll be really, really fun. Can't wait to see you guys there for that. And other than that, I think that's pretty much it for today. When does season 3 of The Mandalorian come out? Next year, I'm pretty sure. So 2023. If anything, we may get the first look this year, like later this year. Kind of similar to how, the Book of Boba Fett came out, where, it was a December release. And then it continues on into the next year. So I feel like they may do something similar with, The Mandalorian. But then again, that all depends on when they release other things like, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Bad Batch Season 2, Andor, I know, got pushed back. So, I'm not expecting that at all this year. But, with all those other things happening, I'm sure, obviously Mando would definitely be, 2023 for sure. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. I just mentioned franchises. What are you guys talking about in the chat? Anyway, that's pretty much it for today, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. It has been a wonderful and amazing stream. Happy Mando Monday. I will see all of you. Tuesday night, 1 a.m. Mountain Standard Time for the watch party of the Book of Boba Fett. I may be live again later here on TikTok to do some YouTube promotional stuff. So if you guys want to come through and hang out, look, later in the evening. I'm thinking like 7, maybe 8 o'clock. We'll see. So for those who are not subscribed yet to my YouTube channel, make sure you come on over and do so. Ring the bell for future notifications. Can't wait to see you there. Kratos Creeper, thank you for coming in. And I think that's pretty much it for today. You guys have been great. I'm going to go ahead and end it here, and I will see you guys later for another stream on TikTok. And I will see all of you Tuesday night for the watch party of the Book of Boba Fett.